Hi everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. Today I'm here to share with you two of the latest dies from the Card Making Magic collection. And this is the Octagon box. Now each of these sets will work independently, but you can also use them together because that's how they were designed, so that one will fit with the other. All my collections are available at Craft Stash, so let me show you how to use this particular set. So using this set you can create for yourself some beautiful boxes, and this is using all the embellishments that are around the side. You can line the inside and you can fill that with chocolates if you wished, or soap or candles. You can also decorate it any way you wish, and this one is like a summer one, and I had this filled with chocolates. Now this die will produce for you this frame that you can decorate the same as the box if you wanted to, and it will also fit very neatly inside the box and make a really pretty gift for you to give for really any occasion. But how would you like to turn a box this size into a box this size? And it's very easy to do. So in this video I'm going to show you how to create both. Now these Octagon dies will produce some really pretty frames for you, and you can choose which size frame you want by just selecting different dies. But if you wanted a really narrow frame, then you can mix and match the sets. This die with this die, they look the same but they are slightly different. They're not duplicated. So this is going to give you a frame that is so tiny around the edge it leaves just a shadow of the colour that you want. So once you've added your frames you can add a ribbon, and that makes a really pretty plaque that you can hang on the wall. And again we've used the different sized octagons in the set. Now in this set you have one that will cut into the card and leave that pattern in the card if you use the largest frame. If you use the next one down, that will cut you a border. You've also got the stitched edge in there and the scalloped edge. So you really do have a lot of choice in how to decorate your cards. These little borders will cut into your card, so you can trim them out to fit whatever size you want and add them to the side of your box. Mat and layer your trellis onto the top of your box lid, and then with the other pieces to the collection you can add your leaves, your flowers, your decoration along the top or even onto the actual frame itself, and create your gift for your recipient. So let's start with some die cutting, and we'll start with the box kit. So here are the dies. You don't get the dies on the magnetic sheet. I have put this on there myself, but all the dies that are here you will get in the kit. Now this is sized perfectly to fit on an A4 card. So if you move it up towards the top, you have this bit at the bottom that you can use to decorate it with, create flowers, cut your sentiments from, or just save it for another project. Now you're going to need to cut two of these exactly the same. So I've cut the two pieces to the box that I need. From the other pieces I've cut lots of flowers and leaves in gold. The flowers are in 3 shades, so that's blue, dark blue and white. And then from the little flourishes I've cut some more in the bright gold. I've used one of these to create my panels. Now these will only cut into the card, so make sure that you leave yourself enough room around these to be able to trim them out. And for each of the little sides you're going to need 8. So we'll make sure we have enough left to leave a little border, and you can cut them in a trimmer if you wish, and they're going to fit along the top of the lid. So I have my little side panels ready to glue in place, and from the outer edge to the trellis die and the largest die from this, which is the Octagon, I have created a frame that is going to sit on the front of my box, on the top of my box. Okay, so now let's get busy and glue some of these together. So you're always going to start with the bottom of the box first, and you're going to fold it in along all the crease lines. So fold the little tabs back as well. Now this is going to take quite some time, so it's likely to be a long video. So I would grab yourself a brew and a couple of biscuits and settle down and watch, because I don't want you to miss any of the steps that go towards creating this beautiful box. Now once we've done that, we can turn it over so that the wrong side is down and the right side is facing you. And then with some glue, you're going to put some glue on all of the little tabs. And then once you've done that, you're going to fold the little tab in. You're going to bring the other piece up to match it, and you're going to let that set. Now what I like to do is just add some paper clips around it, just to hold it in place while it sets. And now we can make the lid. So with the lid, you're going to go ahead and glue all these little pieces to the sides, and they will fit in those panels along there. Now the glue will dry clear, so I'm not particularly worried about that. And we'll fill one of these on every one of these panels. So once you have all these stuck on and the glue is dry, just take a soft cloth and buff over that, and that will remove the glue for you. Do it nice and gently, and that will remove the glue and bring the shine back to your gold or your silver or whatever colour mirror card you've used. So there we are, nice shiny panels on our box lid. And now we can fold all these in exactly the same way as we did the base. Fold the tabs in, fold the sides in, and then we'll get ready to glue it. Now before I glue it, I'm going to add in the frame, and I've added some foam tape around the edges of this, and I'm going to add it while the box lid is flat, because that's the easiest way to put this on, to get it nice and neat and even. So we've got those in place. Now before I glue it together, I'm taking a circular punch, and I'm just going to punch some finger lifts into the side panels, and I'm choosing the panels with no tabs on it. So we'll punch that one out, and we'll go to the opposite side and we'll punch that one out. And now we can start to fold these in and glue them together. But we're going to bring in the box base, and we're going to add our glue to the little tabs, and we're going to fold them in around the lid so that we know that lid is slightly larger than the base, and it will fit perfectly when it's glued tight. Now any readjusting that you need to do, you can do it now before the glue sets. So to tie everything together, I've lined the inside of the box with some gold, and I've used a trellis pattern for that. This now fits on the top, and you've got your finger lifts which will help your recipients to take the lid off. And we're going to decorate this with some flowers, but I think we'll leave the flower decorating until we've done the frame, and then we can add the flowers to both and create them the same. So let's move on and do the actual frame. So to create the frame, we're going to take this die and we're going to cut this twice. And then from the other set, I've also taken the trellis die and I've cut this panel again in gold. So let's start with this one. You can see where the score marks are. You're going to fold in along all those score lines so that you fold all these little bits in towards the card. Don't bend the tabs back, just leave the tabs alone. Just fold all the score lines in. So once you have all these folded, you're going to turn one of them round so that it will fit inside the other one, like so. And you're going to add glue to this panel and pop this piece into the centre. Now once you've done that, you can glue this piece into the middle. Now once you've done that, you can face this downwards. Because what you need to do now is just open all these flaps again. And you're going to add glue on all the ones with the little cutouts, but you're only going to glue this end piece along there. Now once you've done that, turn it back over and you're going to fold these pieces in because you want this piece to glue onto that piece. So press it down and make sure it's stuck, and then when it comes back up it leaves you a little channel around the edge. And you're going to do that with all the 4 pieces that you've just glued. So now there's the start of your framework. Okay, so once they're glued in place, you're now going to add glue along this edge and onto the tabs. Then start to fold these edges in and tuck them under the others, and the glue on the tabs and the one on the base now will hold everything in place. So now that I have those in place, I'm going to take the same dies that I used to create this frame, and I'm going to make another frame to go around the edge of this box. So I'm going to glue this in place, and then I'm going to create some flowers, and I'm going to decorate the box lid and this frame the same. So we'll pop this onto there and we'll make sure it's all glued down. Now I'm going to create my flowers in 3 different colours. So I've got a dark blue, a paler blue and the white. And I'm going to mix and match the colours as I go along. So now with these glued the same, that will fit beautifully inside the box lid will fit on the top. So let's decorate them both the same. So there's the lid and there's the frame. So we're going to add some leaves to the top of the box and the frame, and then with some foam tape we're going to add the flowers just to decorate both. So I'm going to add the sentiment in, and I've done it on a navy blue background with some gold lettering, and I'm just going to add that in along there. And then around there I think we may add just a few more flowers. I think just one more. And there's the box lid, and that's been decorated the same. Save any flowers that you have left over for another project. And there you have your frame inside your Octagon box. And this is the one with the short side. So this is the box as it's created to be. But now we're going to do something a little different. We're going to extend the sides. So to create the tall sides in this box, I'm using A4 pieces of card, and I have 2 the same, and I'm going to score them the same. So I'm going to score them at 6.5 centimetres in equal lengths, and then you'll have a piece left over. Now this is the piece that will glue your sides, but you don't need all this. So you can trim some of that off along each of the sides. Now once you've done that, turn your card around so that it's got the long sides down there, and then at 2 centimetres we're going to score that again. So once you have your 2 pieces, you're going to do exactly the same to both of them. You're going to fold your score lines in, and then before you start gluing, you're going to take some scissors and you're going to cut up the up score line to the bended one, and all you're going to do is just put little feathers in there and a little notch on the end and a little notch here in the middle, and this just removes the bulk when you're folding it together. So if you see on the score line, I've cut the V, and then along the bottoms I've just sort of frilled the edge, and I'm going to do that on both pieces. Now once you've done that and you've got them all scored and trimmed at the bottom, you're going to take both pieces and you're going to keep that tabbed end on one side, and on the other side you're going to place the other piece. Now along those tabbed edges you're going to add some glue. Make sure they line up nice and neatly. And you can turn it over now and you can glue the other side. And with all these little tabs that you've cut, you're going to add glue along the bottom of there, and then what you're going to do is plop this inside the base that you made as you made the first one, and we're going to make sure that all the little sides, all the little pieces are stuck down. So once you have these all stuck inside, you're going to take the one with the pattern on it and you're going to add glue to this, and you're going to use this as the lining for the inside of your box. So we'll just pop that in the middle, and that will hide all the workings that are in there, so you have a nice neat finish to the bottom of your box. So once you have the inside of your tall box lined, you've made your lid exactly the same as you did before, and now that's going to fit on top of your tall box beautifully. And then of course you can decorate that any way you wish. So we'll use some of the flowers and leaves from the last box and we'll add these to the top. So I'm going to make this one as a birthday gift. So we'll add the sentiment on the lid, and we'll add the flowers and the leaves to the box lid, and then we're going to make some of the frames to go inside this tall box. Now for the next part to the box, you're going to take your frame die again, and you're going to cut as many of the little layers as you think you may need to fill your box. So you need 2 for each frame, and then I've taken the smaller one and I've cut myself another piece that is going to be on the back of the box, on the bottom of the layer, and I've cut several of these because I want to line each one with this pattern on the frame. So let's get busy and put all these together. Now once you've got all your little trays made, I'm just going to take a pair of scissors and I'm going to just push into the middle of this just to make a hole. And then with some white ribbon I'm going to double it up and I'm going to push it back through the hole. So we'll just fold it up so we can get it through, and we're just going to push it back through that hole. Now once we've done that, we can pull it up so that we've just got a little bit left on the other side, and I'm going to spread that ribbon out. And then I'm going to take a glue gun and I'm going to glue this down onto the base. And then with the other little panels that we created, I'm going to glue one of these over the top just to hide that ribbon. So once you have your box and your trays made, fill it with crafting goodies for your recipient. Add it to your box. Fill it with caramel candles. Fill it with chocolate smelling candles. Or why not fill it with real chocolates and add that to your box. And you will get probably another 4 more layers on there, depending on how big the items are that are inside it. And then once you've added your lid, you have a beautiful present for your recipient. So there we've gone from the short box to the long box. And just to finish the long one off, if you wanted to, you could make a matching panel as a warm wishes gift and pop that inside your box as well. So there you have some ideas for some boxes for Christmas or for any other occasion throughout the year, and they're created with the Card Making Magic Octagon box frame and the Octagon box, which is the 6x6. Now all my dies are available at Craft Stash, and there's lots in different collections for you to choose from. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.